Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Player Prop Edition, Thursday Night Football, November the 13th. Jets and the Patriots. We'll get to Kevin might be stripping down. He's got Green Bay Packer gear on. Maybe he's got he's realized he's embarrassing himself. Maybe put something special on. Maybe some Jet gear. They've been really well. Now, before we get to, he's back with Green Bay still on. Did not switch to a Jet hat. Yes.
Sorry. I'm getting all these messages.
We will be getting to some player props in just 1 minute, but before we get to that, as always, a little promo read here. Be sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. You don't want to miss out on the Winner Circle Sports Betting YouTube channel. We get free picks daily here, 6 days a week for recorded free pick videos we post up with myself, Kevin, Brian, Alex, Chip, Doug, Matt, Mark Lawrence, and Matt Fargo, myself. We are live on Fridays at 1:30 with Football Friday. Saturday edition of the Free Picks videos is our guy Chip Trimis and the Vegas Legend crew, the OGs of the sports betting world. Don't miss out. Notification bell on. Let's get these numbers up as we're approaching the new year. Now, you want to stuff that turkey with some good stuffing, not some derelict stuffing from Dollar General? Well, get some winners at gamblersworld.net. 3 730 packages guaranteed. Show you a profit, we credit you back. All packages are all sports inclusive. It's not just one. We're not going to say, buy this 7-day pack, and you know what? No, you don't get any action today. There's no college basketball. But you know what you're going to get? You're going to get some slap boxing and Ukrainian arm wrestling. No, it doesn't work that way. You get all the major sports, whatever's hockey, baseball, basketball, football. It's all included in those weekly passes and monthly passes. There you go. It's right there for you. 3 730 packages guaranteed from Sean and Kevin and others. Head to gamblersworld.net for our best bet. Speaking of which, Kev, we'll bypass last night for you there. Otherwise, how are things going, and what do you got on tap here for your Thursday? Maybe NFL, maybe college football, perhaps NBA or college hoops. Anything up for the weekend already?
I got a lot written down, Sean. I like to keep an eye on those lines and see where the public's money is going before I start locking them down, but I got a lot written down. I think it's going to be a busy weekend for us as sports gamblers and cappers, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. Like I always say, this is time when you want to get on a longer-term deal, even if it's a 3-day, 7-day. I mean, you're going to get all the action. Last weekend, not so great in college football, but NFL keeping it strong, still plus money in all those sports. NBA, we're back up to plus money. We got to get college basketball going. I tend to kind of shy away from it with a lot of football on the card, but we're not, now that these cupcake games are starting to end and we're going to start seeing conference play in college basketball, that's when I really start honkering down on those. And to let everyone know, 50% off all Packer gear going on right now. Message us during the show or just message me. We'll get it shipped to you. I'm going to become an Eagles fan. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. Let's go Birds.
19-9 run for you in the NFL. Excellent work. Eagles winning last. I did have the Eagles, but my NFL for the year, I'm like 500. I'm not. I have a good week, a so-so week, then a losing week. I have yet to break out. NFL college football up for the year, having a decent year there. But I'm like you. But college basketball, I'll jump into a little bit. NBA, not so much. I look at it as an NBA Cup. Like we have to incentivize the guys a month into the season. Like they don't. It's not incentive enough that you're going to be getting your $9 million check every month. No, we got to incentivize you to come to play. So 2-4 for me in NBA, 4-1 on the ice. You mentioned, and I don't want to go into a crazy rant about college basketball, like, conference play. Yeah, in December 1st, so you're going to have like the Big Ten starts battling or whatever it is. I'm old school. I like January conference play, but the fact that none of these conferences it's not the Big Ten, it's the Big 19, and it's not the Pac-12, it's the Pac-2, and it's the SEC 23 and the ACC 20. Yeah, you got to start. You got to start in December to get all these games in with these conferences. Oh, unbelievable. Go back to the old days. Can we just? It was so much simpler. So much simpler. It's like when you're a kid, it's this simple. But no, money ruins everything, as always it does. Speaking of money, let's make a little money here. Player prop edition of our Thursday night football game, Jets and the Patriots, November the 13th. Phew, man, we got like Thanksgiving coming up pretty soon. I'm not going to really talk about the side here. Look at this big number. This keeps growing. Keeps growing. I know Stranger Things. This is like the crazy, whatever, the upside down, like the little weeds that keep growing out everywhere. The Patriot line just keeps growing here over the Jets. Justin Fields looks terrible. Let's be honest. And I was pro Jet this year. They lose their wide receiver. It's good we got a prop show here on this one. I'm going to start with the Jets. Right? I mean, like, what do we do here? I like the Jets. You didn't give me 12.5, a team that nobody believes in? Sure. How'd that work out for you Browns fans? Like, oh, the Jets traded everybody. They're going to be crap. Yeah. They went out and scored 30-something points in that game. So there's that. I sort of want to take the Jets, right? Everybody's high on the Patriots. They're so good. Super Bowl bound, these guys. Mason Taylor, anytime touchdown for the Jets here. Plus 235. Seems low. 235. Who the heck is Mason Taylor? I don't know. Well, 2 weeks ago against Cincinnati, he had like 5 catches on 8 targets and a tutty. But really, look at this number on this guy.
I'll tell you who his aunt. Tell you who his aunt is. She's a smoke show.
Is she?
Oh,
I don't know. If she is.
Yeah, she's what's her name? Taylor from. She does ESPN and stuff. Oh,
Joy Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's his aunt.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, she's a smoke show.
Is she still on ESPN?
I'm not sure. I see her. I follow her on Twitter.
She got wrapped up in some kind of nonsensical, whatever's going on. Whatever. We're not talking about the guy's aunt. You know what's going on. I'm going to talk a 235 spot. Let's get back to that. I mean, this is the Jets offense, and I know we got guys out, but it just seems way too low. You'd think a Jet touchdown would be like 5-1. Like it's you're climbing Mount Everest and finding water instead of snow and ice, right? You're like, oh, it's warm up here. 235. Sign me up on this one for this cat. And also a second Jet prop here. And I'm going to throw it to you at this one because you're a little bit on the other side here. I like a Breece Hall over 80 combined rushing and receiving yards. I think, he's going to be more involved receiving-wise, running-wise. Okay, New England could zone in on him. Are they really just going to come balls to the wall and like, let's shut these guys out and give up 20 yards on a third? I don't think they really care. They scores a little bit. They move the ball a little bit. 80 yards to the guy who's going to be the focal point of the offense. I'll take a shot. It's even, and this is a low one for me at the minus 115, like minus 115 at the even kind of money, but I think it's worth a little look there. I know you disagree. I'll throw it to you on your prop here on the Jet guy, and also you could head right into your TDs after that one.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. You're right, Sean. This Jets team beat the Browns. Special teams, 2 touchdowns on special teams. Justin Fields, 6 of 11 for 54 yards in that game. I mean, I don't know if it gets any better than that. I mean, and look, the Browns have a great defense. They beat my Packers too. I mean, what am I going to say? But they're not that good. The Patriots, Vrabel comes in. This team is firing on all cylinders. The kid quarterback, and I mean, they have him as a top 3 right now. He's doing everything right. Vrabel is going to stack that box. There's going to be all 12. They're probably not even going to have a corner out there. So you're right. Mason Taylor might score one because they're just going to load that box up. I mean, this is the Jets and the Patriots. I mean, we know this rivalry. Vrabel knows this rivalry. I could see a goose egg here But I'm going to go under Brees Hall, under his rushing of 59.5. I think he might get it with the passing because they are going to be throwing to him probably. But him running, I don't think that's going to happen unless they decide to just let off the gas here. Patriots number 1 in rushing defense, right? I think they only allow like 50 or 60 yards a game. Brees Hall, he's a whole nother character. He's a top-notch running back, but I don't know. I think it's going to be tough sledding for them here, short week. I would definitely look at the Patriots for a defensive touchdown because you're probably going to get a lot of value on that because we know Justin Fields thinks he's Superman and he's going to take off running it, and they're going to strip that ball from him. I could see him not even finishing this game, to be honest with you. I don't even think he should be starting it, but that's just my opinion. Then we got all these guys dealing with injuries. We got Trayvon Henderson dealing with a knee injury, his backup. Terrell Jennings, knee injury. Ramondre Stevens, he didn't play in the last 2 games. I know they got props out on him, so it looks like he's going to go. Dearness Johnson, that's who I was looking at. This guy, he got one touch in the last 2 games, but you're on a short week. You're number 1 in the AFC East, ahead of the Bills. You're tied for first place with 3 other teams that are all 8-2. Why throw these guys out there? I mean, this Jets team's got nothing to lose. They were running around like chickens with their head cut off, but man, they were really aggressive on defense against the Browns. But this is a different offense. I could see if you gotta watch though, make sure he's suiting up. We got the report that he was sent back to the practice squad. That's telling me Stevenson will suit up for this game. But I'm gonna follow this one till kickoff, and if one of those guys is out, you can guarantee he's gonna suit up. And we only need 2 or 3 touches from him because that guy, I remember when he was all over, but when he was with the Ravens, he would always get 1 or 2 touchdowns in there, or in the Browns too. I think he was in a couple places, but give me him for a touchdown. The under in Brees Hall, the 59.5 yards. I like that. I like the Patriots' defense to score a touchdown. And they're the 3 I'm looking at.
Well, listen, the under Brees, I can totally agree with everything you said, 100%. I just feel like in garbage time, you're going to throw to your best guy. He's going to, he catches the ball. If he wasn't a receiving kind of back, I wouldn't really go for 80 yards. He could catch one, let's be honest. He could catch one and scamper 40 and you're halfway there, on one play. But under rushing yards, yeah. Stack the box, let Justin Fields try to beat us. That's probably their thought. Your Johnson touchdown, absolutely. Why, if your best running back is banged up, why play him on a short week versus a team that you're a double-digit favor against? No reason to. You have depth there. You got this guy. You got Jennings as well. As a young guy, and he stubbed his toe or something. He's questionable. You got 3 guys with question marks next to their name. Bring the guy in. What are you doing? This is why didn't you call down to Washington? How they doing? Down 38-6. Let's leave our first round draft pick in there to break his arm. Why are you going to waste a guy in a blowout? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And if you want to sit there, well, any given Sunday, things could happen. I get it. It's not necessary to put out a bunch of guys who have nagging little injuries when you could get a quasi bye week in there for them versus a bad opponent. And, of course, I'm going to love the defensive touchdown. I've thrown a couple of those out. We haven't cashed any of our defensive touchdown props here. But you're playing a bad team with a guy who runs and carries the ball like a loaf of bread, sure, or a sack fumble, pick 6 if he does throw the ball, some crappy screen that gets taken to the house for 32 yards. Yes, sure, sign me up. And now we're going to get back to your guy who I like, Drake May. Now, I did fade the Patriots last week. I'm like, you know what? You're going to be Tampa out of the bye week? Sure. It was head scratching. I even put them right up like, why aren't these guys even a field goal favorite at home? I didn't get it. Maybe the injuries are just catching up to Baker and company. Could possibly be. Because honestly, as good as Drake May's looked, you beat the Bills. Who else have you beaten who's good? Nobody. I mean, you've beaten the Colts who All right, you beat them at home.
You beat
the
the Bucks.
Falcons. You let the Falcons get back to you. Beat the Bucks, but that's a banged up team, though. You know what I'm saying? Like and the Bucks had the ball late in that game to come down and tie or win.
That's the whole AFC. I think the NFC is way much better than the AFC, hands down.
This team lost to the Raiders. It's just I look at it. I just don't know how good they are. Right? Like, oh, you beat the Bills. Well, I don't know. I've seen the Bills lose to the Dolphins almost twice. They should have lost to them at home. You know, even when they played them at home, they weren't that great. Bills. Do you remember the Saints game? The Saints were right there knocking on the door with 3 minutes to go to tie or win that game. You lost to the Falcons, who lost 30-0 to the Panthers. You know, I mean, like, it's a wacky. Now, all that being said, you beat who's in front of you. Here comes another bad team, and we've seen May and the Patriots beat these teams pretty much. So, how about would you like to get in my little bus? And it's the big bus because the short bus I can't fit in there. Over 270 passing and rushing yards combined. Minus 120 and 280 passing and rushing yards for 110. He's going to take off for a run somewhere along the way. And I don't see them. You mentioned running backs. Are we just going to ground and pound these guys with banged up running backs for the game and have some grinder on a Thursday night? Or let my guy throw the ball, get out to a lead a little bit, and then bring in your banged up second string run, you know, and then go to the run game off of that, you know? So I think he's going to pass the ball. Nice early lead. Maybe he breaks out a couple, right? Jets still have a little pass rush. We can make fun of him for trading away the defensive guys. May likes to run. He can scamper. He can scamper a bit. And how about a Diggs anytime tutty? I thought about the Mr. Booty there, but I'm going to go Diggs. He was finally kind of getting into the system a little bit last week, getting some targets, getting some catches. Plus 125. It's low. That's like a baby number. Those are rookie numbers for me. When I'm throwing out 3-1s and crazy numbers here for anytime tutties, but I will take a 125 with Diggs. What do you think here with Diggs and May to throw the ball a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not. What was it for May? His receiving yards?
May is 270 passing and rushing yards and 280 for plus money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Well, if you don't think he's throwing for 200 something yards, what's the score going to be? You think this game's 14-0?
No. I think three touchdowns. You know, look what he did. I mean, that shot the booty and what's his name? That was a bomb. Or no, Kyle Williams. I thought he was done. The Bucks. I thought the Bucks had him, and what was it, third and forever, and he throws that long ass bomb. So you're right. I think May he's can do it with his legs, but he hasn't really had to. I just think in a game like this, like with the injuries and stuff, you just start handing the ball off. I can see the Patriots get up 14-0 on this one and just start handing the ball off. So I don't know. I guess it's up to him and the coach, but being a second-year rookie, basically, I don't know.
My approach on this one would be they're going to come out fast and furious, throw, get up, take a lead, and then work. I don't want my guy out there handing the ball off, somebody taking a crack at him, because why play hard? You know, let's don't run it up.
Well, I think the Jets hurt themselves by beating the Browns. I mean, they're going to have a top pick. And we know that's gonna start a whole bunch of stuff because they need a quarterback, but they're getting like 2 first-round picks this year, 3 next year. I mean, this team's going to be stacked. This Jets team, if they do it right. So I don't. What?
Who are you taking quarterback?
Why win?
You want to take one of these quarterbacks at the top? You think the guy in Indiana is a franchise quarterback?
No, I would look more like Texas A&M. Those guys, but
I'm not
everyone's high on
any
Manning.
I'm not looking for any of these cats. You got 2 wins because you're bad. You got a quarterback problem, but you're still offensive line. You traded your defense, get an edge rusher. Go depth. Don't just draft a quarterback. Like, you know what? We need a quarterback. He's a franchise guy. How many bums are there going to be out here?
Yeah, they need to build that line up. Yeah, because no quarterback's good with a bad line. But I just don't see what their motivation is to win these games.
You know what? You draft a decent team. You have draft capital. Trade for Dak Prescott. You know, I don't know. I'm just throwing his name out there, like who could a veteran guy, because there's a handful of good ones. I don't know how good Drayden Daniels is. People still love Caleb Williams. I don't know about him yet. C.J. Stroud's gone backwards for 3 straight years. He's been in the playoffs, but that team has had problems. Like, I don't know how good he is. Well, that's a crapshoot. That is an absolute crapshoot taking a quarterback. Like, no, just take the. Whenever I played Madden football, I'm a best available guy on the draft when I'm drafted. Give me who's the best guy out there. I'm just taking who's the best. That's how you win long term. But the coaches can't worry about long term. They're all about right now. You want long term winners? Gamblers.net 3-7-30-day package guaranteed. You saw the scroll come across on our new 10, 20, and 30-day packages. Go get them. And these are freebies here for you. We got a bunch of props for you. The D'Ernest Johnson anytime tutty 435. Again, make sure he's playing and he's active. We're talking about these injuries. You don't know who's playing until game day. They have injury reports. They come out. Patriots defense 5-1. You know I love those kind of things. We have the Breece Hall under 59.5 yards rushing for Kevin. I'm going the opposite way, Bruce. I'm going to go over 80.5 rushing and receiving. So I'm going to combination. Whether they stack the box versus them or the Jets are down, they got to throw the ball. He's going to be involved. He's the best player on the field for them. So you know he's going to get a look here. I'm going to go with a Diggs anytime tutty plus 125. Couple it out with my guy Drake May throwing the ball a little bit. 270 and 280 passing and rushing yards combined, minus 120 and plus 110. And then we have the Taylor Jets tight end here, anytime tutty, Mason Taylor, 235. It's going to do it for all joy to the world here with this guy. So we'll take a 235 piece there. That is your free pick Thursday night player prop video here. Anything to add, Kev, before we get out of here?
Well, you like the tight end, so I would definitely look at Hunter too as well for the Patriots. You saw the Jets give up to David Njoku, and they don't really have the guys to cover big tight ends, and Henry's a pretty solid one there as well. I was just looking up to see how much it is for him to get a touchdown.
The Hunter Henry TD is 135.
Yeah, I'm seeing 165 at MGM.
Yeah, that's a good number.
I kind of like that one. I still think the Jets have good cover guys. I just don't think they can cover tight ends very well. So
165, I'd be interested in. A little better than 135 that this other book offers.
Yeah, so. We're actually locking in right now.
Shop around. If you're in a legal place, MGM, DK, FanDuel, they're going to have 3 different numbers for you. One of them just has 135. These are just loaded up like 20 minutes ago, the 135. So we're doing this video. So there are differences in the books. If you're not shopping around, whether for stuff, especially if you're a prop player, forget about a half point here and there when it comes down to free throws and nonsense in basketball. If you're doing props and not shopping at 3-4 different places, you're 100% doing it wrong. Shop around. Your mom always told you better shop around. That's been going around in like the 50s. They wrote a song about it. Right? Better shop around. There you go, Kev. Kev's going to be shopping around for new gear because that Green Bay stuff is not green. It's poop brown.
It's got to go.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'm going with Malik Willis, and we're coming to the Jets.
There we go. To the Jets. He's going to go to jet gear now. Back tomorrow with Alex Smart and Doug Upstone doing some college football. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.